Up, everybody? Got a new retro Rampage this week. I'm in. Got Zach here. Of course, we're gonna do Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. Zach, why don't you tell everybody about this game? I take it you've beaten it already.
This game, baby. Well, we gotta talk about Castlevania Symphony of the Night, because the guy that made that, he went on to make Bloodstained, which isn't out yet, but this is like a little side mission because they did a Kickstarter, right? And they were like, yeah, we get this much, we'll do a side game that's gonna be 8-bit and it'll be included with the game or whatever. And they made it, so this got done first, obviously, since it's just an 8-bit game, and we're playing it now.
It's pretty short though, right? Like it's got 4 or 5 levels.
Yeah, something like that. We could play on Veteran, which is like old school, like you get lives. Or we could play on casual where you get unlimited lives, and whenever you get hit, you don't jump back. So we'll play that so that we
so we get through it.
We finish it in one sitting. Yeah.
Okay, so we can probably clear this in an hour, right? Is that what it about took you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why not? It's perfect.
There was once a man who had been given the moon's curse by demons. That man was Zangetsu. You think Zangetsu has a big dick?
I don't know.
Yeah, we could skip this. People can read it if they want.
Yeah. Dude, it's like the text crawl, it's crawling so slow.
No one gives a shit anyway. Like, remember when you were a kid, you'd get a game and you'd like, skip this.
Oh yeah, Link to the Past on Zelda, there's this whole big intro you can watch when, before you actually press start. And it's got a whole big story to it, and we never gave a fuck about it. Mm-hmm. But now it's like I go back and I read it, and there's actually, some shit there.
It's really funny too, because like whenever like later on, whenever you get older and you're like, yeah, I should actually watch this and follow the story, and then you just find out stuff you never knew. It's like playing the game and get like a brand new thing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. So was this a perk to donating to the real Bloodstained, or can you buy it separately? Am I able to purchase this?
Yeah, you can get it on the store now.
How much did they run for this?
$9.
$9, not $9.99. $9.
$9.99, yeah.
Oh, it's the dog shit. Is it worth $9.99?
I like it, yeah.
Isn't it a lot like 3?
It's like Castlevania 3, yeah.
It's a lot like 3.
It's pretty cool, baby. I can't hear the music because my TV's down.
Oh, okay, the music's pretty good. I like it.
I'm excited for the full game to come out.
And when's that come out?
No release date yet.
Oh, really? And that one's going to be a lot bigger, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Side note, man, I just got back from a trip. I was away for a week. And that's why you might have noticed on our commentaries last week, we had a couple of Twilight Zone episodes, just to sort of appetize everybody, keep everybody satisfied. I was listening to those on the flight, Zach, and I think it was on one of those. I listened to all of our shit, maybe I start getting confused, but whatever the episode it was that we were talking about Bruce Dickinson and Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Which episode was that?
I think the last one.
Dude, I don't know. Like sometimes you pull these left hooks that come out of nowhere. Okay, we talk about Bring Your Daughter to Slaughter. So what does he end the podcast on? Wasted Years.
I don't want to play Bring Your Daughter to Slaughter. That song sucks.
That's how shitty the song is that he wouldn't even use it, even though that's what we always do when we quote particular songs. I'm like, wait, this is a good Iron Maiden song. Anyway, I thought that was pretty funny, and I kind of held on to that, and I wanted to say something about it.
That's because I'm a genius, baby. You probably laughed out loud when that happened, too. You're probably like, yeah, he didn't even want to use that shit.
That's what I figured, but I laughed. I'm like, this is a fucking good song. What is this? I actually thought it would have been funny. I want to hear it. Like, I'll bring it, like, I don't know.
That'd mean I'd have to listen to it and make it like a little radio edit version, and I didn't want to.
Bring your daughter, bring your daughter. We could do a retro Rampage of the Iron Maiden
PC game or whatever.
Yeah, the PC. What is it? I don't remember what it is.
Was it Ed Hunter?
Ed Hunter. That's right.
Yeah.
We should do that sometime.
There's a mobile game too.
Dude, we should do... Yeah, I saw that. We should do that sometime. I bet you we'd attract the Iron Maiden fans too.
I never played that game.
I bet it sucks.
Probably, yeah.
Bet it's pretty shit.
Which sucks because Eddie's a cool fucking mascot. He needs a good game or a good movie. We get the Eddie movie.
Put Eddie in Super Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so I always thought... I don't know if you're familiar with Megadeth, but their mascot is Vic Rattlehead, and I always thought he was a poor man's Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
You know that guy?
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're not Eddie.
Oh shit, why'd I do that?
I don't know.
I'm stupid. I just wasted that chance right there.
We've had a few weeks since we've had a retro Rampage, and since then we've had E3. So there's a lot of shit to talk about.
Fucking Resident Evil 2 remake, baby.
Resident Evil 2 was big.
My cock is so hard for that.
And things like Capcom and Square Enix and stuff with their remakes, I pretty much swore that I wouldn't get excited about anything because until I fucking saw something. It's like they announced Resident Evil 2, a couple years ago? Dude, I wasn't excited for it. It's like, that's so...
It's coming out beginning of next year, so not even that long.
I know, but I'm saying I refuse to get excited about shit until they show me shit. I miss the days when they made an announcement when they had something to show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, back when we had to find out news in magazines before the internet. But now that we have the internet, they can sit there and tell us shit along the way, so along the way that they can tell us just the conception of it whenever whoever was shitting on the toilet and he had the idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they start the hype train way too early.
Yeah.
But anyway, with that said, Resident Evil 2 was a pleasant surprise, and it looks great. I'm actually fine with the over-the-shoulder. You know, it looks like it's like Resident Evil 4, but Resident Evil 2. And man, it's gory, dude.
Mm-hmm.
There's never been a Resident Evil game that's had that kind of gore. I mean, obviously, it's modeled after the PlayStation 1 ones when they couldn't really have visual gore that well. It looked all pixely and whatever. But Resident Evil 4 didn't have gore like that. Resident Evil 5, 6, I mean, dude, it looked pretty brutal, man. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. I can kill this hoe, or I can talk to her, and she'll become part of my team.
I thought it was funny. I like to ruffle Mac's feathers sometimes because he's a fucking Resident Evil fanboy. I'm not. He's the kind of guy that'll like anything Resident Evil. But I told him the truth. I was like, yeah, it doesn't really look current gen, but that doesn't matter to me. You know, I mean,
I think it looks fine.
I think it looks great too, but I don't think it looks quite current gen. It kind of looks like it could have been on PS3. I didn't mean that as a dig. Yes, it did. I didn't mean that as a dig at all. I'm like, because the Resident Evil 1 HD remake on the PS4, it looks fucking great, and that game's older than shit. I'm not a graphics whore, but I said that, and he took it super offensive, and he was arguing with me. It's funny. I think it does. He's like, yeah, use the RE7 engine, bro.
Yeah, I think it looks better.
I don't know. I don't. I think it looks kind of like a PS3 game.
I think you're just retarded.
I don't know. I think it looks great. I don't think it looked graphically. I don't think it looks like a power. I don't think Resident Evil 7 looks like a graphical powerhouse.
Who cares, though?
I don't care. That's what I was saying. I just said it in passing when he was asking me about E3, and I just told him what I thought. I'm like, hey, it looks awesome. I'm excited about it.
You've been playing Metal Gear Solid 5, which is probably the best looking game on the system. So you're comparing it to that.
No, there's lots of we're on the end days of this generation, man. Like the game should be looking better.
Which is stupid.
It is stupid.
It just started.
I don't give a shit.
Usually towards the end of a generation, like you have like at least 20 fucking games that you're like, that's a good one. That one was good too. Now it's like, I don't know, 10 maybe.
Yeah, well, I think we're year 5 for like PlayStation 4, and I think PlayStation 3 went for 8 years? 9 years? It went for a long ass time. Mm-hmm. It'll still be going on, but you know, they're gonna have the next one next year.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. And I'm always like that. I always buy the current gen when it's got a couple years left in its life cycle. I never buy it in the first few years. There's no reason to.
Yeah, there is to play them earlier.
No, first of all, it takes a good year before any games are out on any system. I don't care what they say. But even then, a few years into it, I'd rather have a big library built up. And when I get a system, not only do I have that library built up, but I can get some of those games I've had on a list of things I wanted to play at a cheaper rate.
And then they could just sit in your house and not be played.
And that's exactly what happens. But Metal Gear Solid 5, I've slowed down on playing that in the last couple weeks. I haven't touched it. Obviously, I was traveling. So I was traveling all last week, so I played my Switch a little bit. I played the Street Fighter collection and whatever. But if I would have had Metal Gear 5 on Switch or something in handheld, I would have played it. But
I want to play that Switch game that just came out, Hollow Knight or whatever.
I don't know what it is.
It's like a Metro. It's you know how they call like Symphony of the Night Metroidvania.
Yeah,
it kind of took that style. It's like that. It's one of those.
Wasn't that what Axiom Verge is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's an indie game you just download from the store, or has it got a physical copy?
I think it's just on the store.
Cool. Well, I'll have to look at it. I'll check it out. No, man, I'm all about the Switch, man. The Switch is my absolute favorite. I wish everything could be in handheld mode. I'm all about it. I like, I never used to be big into handheld, but I love playing my Switch in bed while I got like a movie or TV on.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes my flights very easy and pleasurable. But anyway, so...
There's a new Battletoads coming out.
Fuck that, man. I don't give a fucking shit about...
That's fucking awesome. I can't wait.
Who gives a shit about that, man? Seriously.
I just said I did, so fuck you.
Well, Zach, besides you, who gives a fucking shit about it?
Anybody that doesn't suck.
Who gives a fuck? Dude, Xbox, they...
Oh, you're just being a fanboy, that's why. Okay.
No, they shit on Rare, dude. Rare is shit now, man. What do they make that's good these days? You tell me.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't?
Rare? No.
So what were they putting all that fucking shitty not Crash Bandicoot, Nuts and Bolts and Banjo-Kazooies and all that shit?
That was when Rare was still around.
So who's putting out Battletoads?
I guess just Xbox now.
Yeah, it sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, you could just suck a fat cock and be humble.
Why did you die on this? I thought you were a pro.
I'm not.
So what else? Yeah, I didn't even watch the Xbox presentation because I don't give a fuck. It doesn't benefit me, obviously. I heard about Battletoads. I didn't bother watching videos for it because I don't have an Xbox once again, and I'll never play it. But yeah, Resident Evil 2 was a big one. Nintendo, you're not a big Smash Brothers guy, are you?
No.
They're fun. I'm not like a huge fanatic about it like a lot of people, but they're fun, and I thought that was cool. Putting everybody in the game that's ever been in a game, including Snake again. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I died on purpose there so I could slide under there and get that upgrade.
No, you didn't, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Bad news in the gaming world. That whole fucking Jason Friday the 13th bullshit.
Yeah, fucking Victor Miller. What a retard.
I mean, I don't know.
It's funny, too, because I remember people they're like, yeah, there's a big fucking rights issue going on with the guy that wrote the original. And I'm like, Victor Miller? Like, he never seemed like he gave a fuck about the series. Like, why is he doing some kind of rights issue thing?
Well, when I read about it, I'm like, what is he actually looking to seek? What's he looking to gain out of this? Or is he just ruining everybody's fun? Is it a principle? I don't know what it is. Then the guy who played Shelley, I guess is a lawyer, an entertainment lawyer. He posted something on social media kind of defending him, saying it's, not his fault either or whatever. I don't know. All I know is we're probably never going to get a movie ever again at this point. Definitely we're not getting any more updates to the game, right? That's like official, that part.
I think, didn't they settle that, like, as long as it's not called Friday the 13th, they can have Jason in it, and as long as it's not called, or as long as it's called Friday the 13th, they can't have, well, they did something like that, like, where you could have Jason.
Then why haven't they made a game yet? I mean, why haven't they made a movie yet?
I don't know.
Do they care about Friday the 13th that bad?
Probably.
Why? They did Jason X. They did Jason Goes to Hell for the same fucking reasons, right? This shit's been going on for a long time.
Well, now they want the fucking name recognition built in. That's the only reason they remake anything now.
Yeah. What if they did something like Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, where they kind of danced around it, but they get Friday in there and Jason?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. Because
they don't own the word Friday. Or
Just start calling them Voorhees.
No, just call it Friday, the third Friday movie, so we get both of those sequels that we want. You know, just call it Friday. Get Chris Tucker in there. Oh, Ice Cube and Tucker and Mike Epps, they go to Camp Crystal Lake. And just call it Friday.
That'd be awesome. I'd come. I'd shoot fat ass nuts.
Yeah, that's a bummer though, man. But they did give us a lot of content though before they put the Knicks on it. But no, we're not going to get Uber Jason. No Jason X.
If only Uber Jason would have came out the week before, they'd be good.
Was he in development?
Yeah.
So, oh man, am I not going to be able to get any updates or whatever for it?
No new ones. All the ones that are already out are there.
But I can still obtain them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because that'd be fucking horrible. So that's all you were missing though, was Uber Jason, really, right? And maybe Jason X maps?
Yeah, they had a Jason X map in the works too.
That's bullshit.
Victor Miller can suck my dick. Until I nut. On his lip.
Yeah, I don't understand it, man. I'll tell you what game I'm not excited for, man. That Final Fantasy VII remake. That's maybe not happening. What's going on with that bullshit? They're horrible too. Square Enix announces that a couple years ago or a few years ago to get the hype train. You know, it was a few years ago. I think I was still living in Missouri when that happened. It's just been forever. And then
we did a retro Rampage about it.
Yeah, it's so long ago. And they didn't even show anything at E3. Yeah, that... Who fucking gives a shit about that cash grab? I wish they would stop milking that fucking game. It's over. It's done. I don't want to play a remake of a game that's not even going to be the same fucking game. They're going to make it to like... It's going to be like Final Fantasy 15, which looks like absolute balls to me.
I am doing terrible at this game.
Yeah, you are.
I haven't played it in a while. I didn't realize we were doing this.
Didn't it just come out?
Like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Oh, that's not that long ago.
I played it like 3 times and haven't in a while.
What stage is this?
I don't know. 4?
No, you're already that far in the game?
I don't know.
Did you just wake up, dude?
Pretty much.
Really?
And my throat hurts.
What were you doing last night with your throat?
Bunch of stuff.
So why do you stay up so late?
I don't mean to. I don't have a set bedtime. I just go to sleep whenever I pass out.
Yeah, it's unhealthy.
Oh, well. I don't want to live to be 50.
Ah, speaking of that, man, R.I.P. Vinnie Paul.
Oh, yeah.
54 years old. Pantera drummer. Both those fucking brothers are dead. That's crazy. Oh, this is a neat boss, dude.
He's got the coins. I'm taking his gold. His shillings. I'm gonna get a killing.
There will be a killing.
I got a fucking Amazon Prime back.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I've been stuck paying for that the last year just monthly, and I need to do a year again. I don't know why I've got it on monthly.
But yeah, I'm doing terrible. Somebody watching this is going to be commenting like, you're doing terrible. I am. It's fine.
Who cares, man? It's fun to see it. Now the question is, am I going to want to waste money on it once I've watched the whole game played through?
Well, this is one of those games where you play it once and you get you get an ending, but then like you play it on a harder difficulty or another game mode and you get a different ending.
Okay. So there's, okay.
So it's got replay value. His fist is pissing me off.
Were you ever a fighting game fan? Not really.
No, not really.
So you never played Street Fighter 2?
I played it, just like never had it or bought it or anything.
Okay. Well, I got the arcade collection that came out for the Switch, and because I'm all about the handheld, and that's a lot of fun. It's arcade only. I wish they would have implemented a feature where you can play versus mode just like you would locally. But no, it's like a classic arcade, so somebody has to actually pause in or whatever, and it's like, player 2 enter, that whole deal. But those arcades are tough, man. They let you adjust the difficulty, though, and I think it's legit to the actual cabinets, because the owner of the cabinet could adjust the difficulty, like on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
If you wanted to steal fucking kids' quarters extra, you fucking turn it way up.
Fuck them.
Yeah, but even on the easiest mode, man, a lot of those games are difficult, so they're a lot of fun. I put something like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the easiest difficulty, and it takes me about 2.5 hours to get through the game. It's that hard. Because it takes, it's not impossible, but it takes some effort.
I don't know why you'd waste your time.
Why not? It's fun. I wouldn't waste my quarters on it.
I wouldn't waste either.
My stream is interrupted. Hopefully you're still playing, because I just have a little ring.
No, I'm not playing.
What?
I interrupted the stream.
Why?
I just wanted to look at this ring.
Are you fucking with me?
It's a cool ring, isn't it?
Are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
So you're playing. I hear button mashing.
Yeah, that's me controlling the ring.
Oh, speaking of Ring, I watched that shitty Rings movie in bed because it was streaming.
Wasn't that forgettable as fuck?
I don't remember what happened. I fell asleep at somewhere in the middle of it. It was it was like some CW made for fucking TV movie. It was so horrible.
Shit.
Every actor was horrible. Every character was underdeveloped. It had fucking David from Roseanne. Okay.
Yeah.
It was stupid. I'm surprised he did that movie, to be honest with you.
Paycheck.
It was all kinds of bad.
Do you see they're making Roseanne without Roseanne?
The Connors?
Yeah.
They're actually taking the opinions of the fans, because fans were saying that we should just call it the Connors and just do it without Roseanne. And they're like, all right, we don't have writers.
Now watch, they won't watch it.
They took their idea. Dude, no one's going to watch it. You're right. The thing is people will watch maybe the first episode out of curiosity.
I didn't get far into the Roseanne. I watched them all, but I was just like, I don't know. This show isn't that good. This revival.
I thought it was all right, but but the thing is that it needed some time to grow. I think it really would have gotten there, but it's never going to get there now. And the thing is the Connors, it's basically Roseanne season 11, but they're changing the name. Essentially, because you can't really call it a spinoff because it's going to take place in the house, and it's kind of too late. If the revival last year was called the Connors, that would have been different. But you can't come back and bring back Roseanne for a new season and then all of a sudden change the name, because that's essentially what it is. It's the same show. We're changing the name, and we're going to write off Roseanne like she died. And they already fucking killed Dan and brought him back just to kill Roseanne? This show is fucking batshit. I think it's a bad idea. I mean, I get it. People need to work or whatever, but I think it's stupid.
The new hunchbacks.
Excuse me?
The new hunchback enemies are frogs.
Oh, I can't fucking see anything.
Still?
No, it's black. It says 2000 network error, man. I can't see a damn thing.
Try reloading it.
Oh, I can try. Let me see.
You didn't even try, bitch.
No.
Fuck you.
I'm trying to... Hold up. Let me see if I can join you guys again.
You guys? Who's you guys? I'm one person.
Well, anybody that's listening / watching.
Nobody's watching now.
Not right now, motherfucker. Okay.
In the future? You're talking about the people in the future. Fuck, I can't get past this part. Because I lost the character that can fly.
Yep, it's back. Sorry, my bad. I saw you and Mac put out a new episode. You guys did that shitty movie you had me get for you.
Mm-hmm. That was a good episode.
Is it a good episode, though?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll have to listen to it. I haven't had a chance yet. I'll listen to it tomorrow.
And listen to you. You used to be our #1 fan. Now you're not even listening to them right when they drop.
I can't, man. I was home all weekend or week last week. I couldn't fucking do shit. And then when I was on the flight, it was only a 2.5 hour flight. I only had time to listen to a couple of things, and I listened to the fucking Twilight episodes.
We watched the Twilight series.
Yeah, Twilight Zone. Anyway, no, I might actually save yours for Monday because I like to do them while I have to work. Actually, I enjoy that. So I might not even watch it tomorrow. What are you gonna do about it?
Beat the shit out of your face.
Yeah. What else is in the news, man? Anything else gaming? What else have you been playing? Anything?
Oh, I got that Rayman. What's it called?
Legends? That's old.
I got that for free.
For what? PlayStation Plus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I did too, actually. Is that any good? I downloaded it.
It's not my favorite platformer. I'm not used to it yet, though. So I might like it when I get better at it.
One thing that I'm going to get is, on the PlayStation Store, they have this pinball. And it's, you can download that for free, and I think it comes with a free arcade, but then you download packs, that have other arcades.
Mm-hmm. And
they're legit arcades. Williams, all these pinball makers. And like they have licensed one. There's like T2, Ghostbusters, legit arcades. It's really cool, man. Me and my brothers have become addicted to it. But I think as of July 1st, they're going to stop, like people like Williams, there's one other company that's really big, are pulling out. So you're not going to be able to get those pinball machines anymore. So
that's wonderful.
If you're into it, if anybody's into pinball, check it out on the PS Plus PS Network and download those before July 1st so you can get your hands on them and keep them. And it's on Switch too, but since it came out on Switch really recently, obviously none of those games are even on Switch, which is kind of shitty.
Mm-hmm. So what you thinking of this game?
It looks. I watched some footage of it on YouTube. It looks like I thought it would have looked. I mean, I didn't even know this game was a thing, to be honest with you, until it basically dropped. Like, where the fuck did this game come from? It confused me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is this the game Zach wanted? I thought it was a lot different looking.
That doesn't stop the fight. I thought it did.
So, who's the final boss of this series? Who are they trying to establish?
I don't think they're in the full game. It's just they made some new characters for this one.
Talk for a second so I can fix my audio.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, baby. We'll have to wait and see, baby. I don't even think the main character you play as in the full game is in this. I don't remember what her name is, but yeah, I don't think she's in this.
My audio's fucked up. Keep talking. I'm gonna do a new one.
Yeah, so when you're taking a shit, right? You got that diarrhea, but it's not hurting when it comes out. That's fucking satisfying. I should just sit there and just fucking unload all that shit into the toilet. It's good. It feels fucking awesome too.
Hey, 1 second. My whole fucking Audacity's fucked up. Can you stop right here for a second?
Stop the game?
No, just, yeah, don't go any further. Alright, fucking I'm back, everybody. Fuck this fucking shit. I'm back. Sorry. I had issues, as I've been having lately. Zach, we're on a pause menu here, and Zach's video is also delayed. Somebody out there doesn't want us to record and doesn't want this to go smooth. I don't know why. Why can't this go smooth, Zach?
I don't know.
All I know is I'm getting pissed off, man. It's making my anger go through the roof. I'm having mild rage issues.
Everybody donate to get Aaron a new laptop.
Fucking, my laptop's fine. That's why I can't understand what the fuck's going on.
It obviously isn't.
It's totally fine. Everything else runs fucking fine. Everything else runs fine. I don't understand.
Is that the thing you need it for?
Exactly. Literally, it's all I use this laptop for. I don't know if it's a RAM issue. I don't know why. I mean, I've got tons of fucking space in the hard drive. This is This is the cell phone era, so I would never look up porn on this fucking thing, which I'm not saying I do on a phone, but...
It sounds like a RAM thing.
The fuck? Well, I vow I will get this figured out before we record next.
We're recording tomorrow again.
Yeah, I know. I will get it figured out. I will get it figured out.
I'm gonna bet that you won't.
I'm gonna get it figured out, you motherfucker. Don't you call me out. I'm gonna get it figured out. I'm gonna talk to my brother. He's a fucking nerd. He knows all about computers. And we'll see what the fuck's going on. That's what I'll do. Because the last thing I want to do is... I certainly don't want this to happen on an episode of The Deep End where it's kind of like I do a lot of the talking. That's the worst, man. The thing is it just interrupts for a moment. You know? Some people might not think it's a huge deal. It drives me fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. Everything's making me angry now. I'm angry at that little skeleton pointing the way. Like it's not fucking obvious. I want to kill him.
Yeah, we're not on that part anymore. You're delayed.
I know. It's like you're way ahead. You just enter the room now with that little portrait floating around. Now.
I just finished it on mine.
You finished the boss.
So you should stop like saying what you're seeing because they're like...
I'm going to refresh the fucking video. How about that? You know what else is angering me too? The fourth avatar up top looks like Paul Stanley. Starman. That pisses me off. Okay. I'm gonna reboot this so I'll be caught up. Where are you at here? Come on, you motherfucker.
I'm outside in the rain, baby.
Alright, Michelangelo holding a fucking dime bag. Alright, come on.
Is that my picture?
Yeah, it's still your picture. It's funny. Okay, now you're in the rain.
Oh, fuck. Forgot to use the fly guy.
And you're gonna die.
He's the fly guy.
So what level is this?
I don't know.
That's what your doll has to say too. It has to say I don't know. How you do that?
The plushie doll?
Yeah, we need to get a Zach plushie pull string doll.
Oh, why'd I jump? The air is blowing up here. It pushed me off. I'm stupid.
You're like my oldest grandson. You don't think things through. Hey, old man River, zip it or I'll break your hip. I'd like to see you try. Shut up, Sid. You never seen that, Big Daddy?
I've seen that, yeah.
That's my favorite part of the movie. You're like my oldest grandson. You don't think things through. Me and my brother say it a lot to each other.
I've seen that movie maybe 3 times.
I have a question to ask you, Zach.
What?
It's very general. I'm going to keep it very general. And I'm going to say I have a friend, and I swear it's not me. I know when everybody says, oh, I got this friend, and it's really them. It's not me. I swear. Zach, so you've heard about friends of yours or guys that like a finger in their ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Milk the prostate. Okay, that's one thing. I get it. The prostate's the male G-spot. Fair enough. Now, I could see how that's just a normal thing. Not my thing, but okay, whatever. That's totally fine. Now, do you think somebody that shoves a giant kielbasa in their ass goes beyond prostate pleasure and it's just fucking gay?
I don't know.
Like, I'm talking like one of those whole big rollout kielbasas.
It probably reaches it pretty easily.
I'm talking those fucking ones that come wrapped in cellophane, pre-cooked, and they're folded into a horseshoe shape. And when you unravel them, those fuckers are like, I don't know, at least a foot to 16 inches. I'm talking you shove that motherfucker all the way in someone's ass. To where you have to fish it out because it gets stuck in there and lost.
That sounds awesome.
Is that gay, Zach?
I don't know.
Taking a little poll here.
Maybe it just feels really good.
Probably. Dude, this reminds me of the Super Ghouls and Ghosts episode, the Haunted Ghost Ship. You remember that game?
Mm-hmm.
That's a great level. Dude, can't you do this? I thought you beat this. How many times you guys to die?
A couple.
Is this a boss or just a regular grunt?
I'm getting up to a boss.
Okay. Oh, you wanted to change the guy. You wanted to go to Starman? Paul Stanley?
No, I wanted the chick with the long whip.
I see.
Actually, I think I'm thinking of the wrong boss, so I didn't need her at all.
Okay, Zach, how about a whole fist in your ass? How about that?
Maybe it just feels good.
Do you know what pegging is?
No.
I talked to somebody, that a friend of mine. She's like, yeah, I've become an expert pegger, and I'm like, man, I shudder to think to even ask. I don't even want to ask what that is, but I know you're gonna tell me. She's like, oh yeah, that's where you put on a strap on and you fuck the guy in the ass.
That's genius.
and she was like,
I always just thought of that as putting on a strap on and fucking the guy.
no, it's got a term, pegging. I didn't know it either, man. See, I'm not like not a total, I don't know, degenerate.
You're not cool.
I guess not.
You're fucking pussy.
And they were like, and I knew the guy. I had met the guy previously. They were like freshly broken up, and I said, huh, and what do you think about that? And he's like, well, he just kind of like has to have it all the time. And I'm like, do you think he's gay, or you think he's like, honestly, I think he's gay. I'm like, oh, really? You think that is there's correlation there? Because he likes being dominated over, and he likes getting a fucking strap on in his ass, and, you know, his hair pulled and the whole deal. And she's like, well, I've seen his porn searches, and, you know, he's got a real big fascination with big black dicks.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
You don't like that chocolate cock?
No, I don't. I don't know, man. No thanks.
The chocolate cock is fucking awesome.
It's gross, dude.
I'd suck a chocolate cock. I suck a dick.
You would, or you have?
I have.
Okay.
Many times.
What was his name? What were their names?
I don't fucking know. I never asked. Oh, fuck.
You know what else I got, Zach? I got the Mega Man the Mega Man Legacy Collection for Switch, all of them.
Cool.
In one package. So I've been playing that, and I played a little. I had the second one for PS4, but I didn't play it much. But I've been since I got it on the Switch, man. It's easier for me to lay in bed and play, so I'm all about that. And next month in July, they're gonna come out with the X Collection, Mega Man X.
Cool.
And I'm really excited about that because I personally love Mega Man X even more.
That's gonna be awesome.
I'm all about these companies releasing those collections, man, especially on the Switch. Give me as many of those collections portably, and I'll be a happy camper. I wish Square would do it. I would love a collection with like, give me, even if it's multiple, with like the classic Dragon Quests and Final Fantasy games. I'd be all about it.
I'm on the castle now, baby. So we're at the ending of the game, pretty much.
Yep. I'm caught up.
There's a couple layers to the castle, though.
Couple of sub-levels.
Mm-hmm. Like Mega Man.
Do you have to refight bosses?
No.
Did you like that in games where they made you fight bosses in the final, like, level? Sometimes it's a bitch. There's a couple of exceptions. A lot of times I think it's cheap. The only exception I think is Link to the Past. When you go to the Ganon's Castle, they make you fight the first 3 bosses at the start of the game again. The pendants, the 3. That's kind of cool. But, because at that point, I don't think they're any more powerful. It's like you're so powerful to where you kind of blow through them easily. Like, it's a pretty easy gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
But, other than that, I always thought it was a bitch, man. In other games.
It's weird when they do it in modern games.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, like the Devil May Cry games do it quite a bit.
Oh, they announced a new one of those, too.
I don't know what the fuck to think of that trailer.
I don't recall what the trailer was.
It's weird. It looked like they brought back the Nero character from Part 4, and they they made him look like Dante did in the remake. So I'm thinking, like, they're really just gonna go with the remake continuity now.
Is that what it is?
And then at the end, I think they were doing it to troll people, because at the end it shows Dante riding a bike. So I guess they just made Nero look goofy. But what's funny is in Part 4, that was the biggest like gripe I had with it. Was they make you play as Nero, and then halfway through the game, Dante shows up, and then all of a sudden you gotta play as Dante. It's like, I just learned how to play with Nero, and you're making me relearn, pretty much. It's like, this just slows the game down.
So is this game gonna have both Dante and Nero as well?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Is the Dante gonna be modeled off the original Dante or the new Dante?
The new one, the original, I mean.
So, Does that happen very often where they reboot something and they say, no, fuck that, let's go back to the original because our reboot sucked?
I don't know.
That's kind of weird.
It wasn't the original team that made the reboot. So, yeah, I guess they're just ignoring it.
But talk about brand confusion. You know, you got Devil May Cry 1 through 4. Then all of a sudden you have DMC, Devil May Cry. And then you have Devil May Cry 5. I'm like, okay. I don't know. It's weird to me.
I don't give a fuck. It's not nearly as confusing as
Rambo. The way Rambo's ordered.
as fucking Halloween's gonna be.
Halloween and Well, think about Rambo, man. That's the way they title those movies. You have First Blood, then you have Rambo, First Blood Part 2, and then you have Rambo 3.
And then you have Rambo.
Then you just have Rambo.
Like, what the fuck is their problem? They're stupid.
Think about it. The first movie, First Blood, that's it. The second movie's called Rambo, subtitle First Blood Part 2. Okay, so that's Rambo 1, right? Mm-hmm. And then the next movie's simply called Rambo 3. I'm like, what? What? Rambo 3?
Where'd Rambo 2 go?
Yeah, we had the first Rambo was Part 2. And then, of course, the fourth one's just called Rambo. I'm like, now I'm fucking confused, because isn't that the second movie? Without the subtitle?
They fucked up.
It's really funny, man. I don't know. It's interesting.
What about, like, when the Bruce Lee movie came out, and it was called Chinese Connection, and they're like, we're gonna call it Fists of Fury in America. And then the third one came out, and it was called Fists of Fury.
Did they call that one Chinese Connection in America? Did they flip-flop it?
I forgot what they called it.
That's confusing, man. It's like what they did with Street Fighter. In Street Fighter, there's a few of the character name, the boss characters. Mm-hmm. Their names are flip-flopped. So in Japan, the boxer, his name is Bison. M. Bison is the big bad in Street Fighter. M. Bison. Mm-hmm. But the boxer is called M. Bison in Japan, and it makes total sense. M. Bison, and he was a spoof off Mike Tyson. So Mike Bison, Mike. And then the Vega, the guy with the claw, he was Balrog. And then M. Bison was Vega. So in America, for some reason, they said, I don't know why they decided, yeah, these names don't work for them. In America, let's just mix them up. Like, they didn't change the names. They just swapped them out. Like, now M. Bison, instead of being the boxer, will be the main guy, and he won't be Vega anymore. We're going to give that to the Balrog guy, the Claw, and we're going to call the boxer Balrog. It made no fucking sense, and all it does is cause confusion.
They're stupid.
It's like if in Japan they called Sub-Zero Scorpion, and they called Scorpion Sub-Zero, and they called Liu Kang Raiden, and they called Raiden Liu Kang, just for shits. I'm like, why?
Yeah, why did they even change the names? There was a... Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. There was a Jackie Chan movie called... what was the series called? But like...
Super Cop?
I forget what it was called, but like the sequel...
Drunken Master?
Instead of calling it that in America, they called it Operation Condor or something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then the sequel to the movie was called Part 2, Operation Condor. I think they look at like what the Americans name it, and like, we're gonna use that now, just to fuck with them.
So it was called Operation Condor, subtitle Operation Condor?
No, it was called something, and then the subtitle was Operation Condor. But they called the original Operation Condor.
What about the movie The Tuxedo with him and Jennifer Love Hewitt?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
That's when that motherfucking Jackie Chan guy was doing everything. He was making a million movies. He made a shitty movie with Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt was pretty hot back in the day.
Yeah, no, she was.
Maybe he just wanted to get his pinky stinky.
Have you seen in the media where his daughter is like reaching out for help and money, and he's calling his parents basically intolerant people to homosexuals because she's a lesbian?
I haven't.
Oh, it's funny. It's trying to smear their name. Like, they've turned their back on us because, I love her, and she's kind of dyked out, right? She's got a boy haircut and that whole deal.
Because he loves his daughter, they turned their back on him?
No. So they don't have any money. Like, they're homeless. Jackie Chan's daughter is homeless, basically, and her lesbian lover, they put out a video on YouTube pleading, like a GoFundMe, to give him money.
Oh.
And they were playing the fiddle, saying, they were trying to pander to that crowd to get money, saying, well, he kicked us out because we're lesbian, and we want to love who we want to love, and we have no money, so donate to our account.
How old is the daughter?
Fucking young. I don't know, 18. I don't know. She's like 18, and her lesbian lover's like fucking 35 or something stupid like that.
Cool. Why doesn't that shit happen to me?
Well, neither one of them look good, dude. Trust me. But
that's fine.
But anyway, it was funny. Her mom, came out and she said something in the press, basically calling her out for what she was. And it's like, no, man, these motherfuckers are adults. They can get fucking jobs. They refuse to work. And, they're nothing but a bunch of... She's just a dumb millennial, basically, right? That doesn't want to work. And it's not... She's spinning yarn over there, trying to, get some money out of people.
Hey, more power to her if she can get away with it.
That's dumb.
Fuck yeah, do it, baby.
And she's using Jackie Chan's name to do it. I'm Jackie Chan's daughter. Give me money.
That's cool. I wish I could do that. I want to be her when I grow up. My ass hurts.
What were you doing last night with your ass, Zach?
I was exercising before we started.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing, man?
A bike.
Like an indoor bike or outdoor bike?
Indoor bike, yeah.
You have an indoor bike?
Mm-hmm.
You live in a gym?
I just have a bike.
Is it like Death Spa?
It should be. Ken 4A is here.
That's why your ass hurts, man. You had Ken 4A behind you.
Exactly. I was talking about the chocolate cock earlier.
You know what's up. That's why you're not interested in kielbasa, because you don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Totally understood now. Well, that's cool, man. I went hiking all day yesterday. I was in Sedona. Climbing rocks and
sucking cocks,
doing all that shit, and it was just way too hot.
You should have added that. It would have been awesome.
Chilling, killing. That's what it reminds me of.
I'm sucking this episode. I'm not funny at all.
No.
I'm all lower energy and shit.
You're low energy, Jeb Bush. You need me to try?
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm handing the controller over now.
Okay, now it's me.
So you'll notice the lack in quality of game playing.
Did you,
Look, I'm there. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so much worse than Zach is. You thought he was doing bad.
It's okay, man. You just got off a bike. You were exercising. You're tired. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's all it is. You shouldn't judge my character by my shortcomings. See right there? That was all the bike's fault.
I hate how every time I have to refresh it, they make me watch an ad. And, why am I watching an ad for Google Chrome? I mean, I'm going to use Google Chrome whether or not you show me a commercial for it.
Oh, this guy's going to fuck me up.
If you die, will you start all the way at the beginning again?
All the way at the beginning of the game, baby.
No way. I mean this level.
Fuck this part.
Okay, take a deep breath.
This part can suck my dick.
Take a deep breath. You got it. Just do whatever you did last time to beat it. I don't wanna watch this again, Zach. Let this be the only time. My time is money. My time is money.
I did it. I'm the greatest player alive.
I am the smartest person alive. Okay.
Oh shit, I don't have any magic. I gotta get some before I go and do that again.
Whoa, ho, ho, it's magic. You know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic. You know. He's gonna be on the tour. That's just great.
You know what's funny is the first time I ever heard that song was in that movie.
Me too.
And I thought it said never Billy. It's not so. For some reason.
That makes no sense.
I thought it was like a reference to Billy Madison. That's how stupid I was as a kid.
There's a lot of songs in that soundtrack that I heard for the first time on that fucking movie. All right, you got it, Zach. There's no reason for you to lose now. You got all your guys.
Fuck you, you stupid painting. You can suck this dick. Yeah. Suck this old man's cock. I don't know how good this episode's gonna be. I suck.
Yeah, it's whatever. They're gonna take what they get. You're gonna fucking like it.
Is it just me, or am I just not funny at all?
You're funny. You're fun. No, that's not true. You're very scary.
You're lying. I'm terrible.
Look, I say a lot of things to protect your feelings, Zach.
Exactly.
Just go with it. Just go with it.
I don't say anything to protect your feelings.
Yeah, I know. You know, no.
So this purple chick, would you fuck her?
She looks just like every other sprite, except she's got bow-legged knees.
I'd fuck her. I'd fuck that pixel up.
You watched anything lately?
I watched that new Strangers movie.
Oh, I heard that was horrible.
It was a terrible. I didn't like the first one.
But how do you fuck up a simple movie like that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Like what made it so different than the first one?
It had that hot chick from Mad Men in it as the mom.
The Hendrix chick?
Yeah, with them big old fucking tits.
Wow, she was in it?
She shows them too.
No, shut up.
She doesn't. But I would have came.
I'd see the movie for that. All right, don't fuck it up, Zach. Don't fuck it up. Hey, you know, with the Nintendo Switch, whenever you get one, I guess the way their service is gonna work when you pay it, they're gonna like start having their retro classics have online capabilities. That'd be cool if they start doing a thing that's similar to, I don't know, would we be able to stream that with Twitch too, like you're doing now?
I don't know, maybe.
Because if we both had Switches, man, we could play together.
You could do that on PlayStation and stuff too. Hand control to a game over.
I wanna play classics though.
Like what?
Like fucking shit that I like. Old shit. I'm old.
Street Fighter, I just told you I suck at that shit.
Well, not Street Fighter. That wouldn't be fun. Just me beating your ass all the time.
Exactly.
But you know, the classics, man.
Have they talked about the old games, the virtual console on there yet?
They're not doing virtual console. They announced that's not going to be a thing. So like, it sounds like they're gonna. Oh, dude, why'd you do that?
I did that like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, you fucking serious? Really?
No.
Okay. How'd you know what I was talking about? I was about to say. It was 5 minutes ago.
It was that one time I died. I already beat the game. I just did it again.
So they're not calling it the eShop is what it is. But they've already got classics on there. They're just not doing the eShop branding anymore. So I don't really know what that means, but like they've already released a few classic. They started releasing a few classic Nintendo arcades. So like you can buy the arcade version of Super Mario Brothers, which is weird. And I don't know, they're just doing shit like that. I don't know, but they'll release classics.
Did you ever like the arcade version of Super Mario Brothers?
Did you ever play it?
Yeah.
Isn't it essentially the same?
It's like the 2-player battle thing where you.
No, that's not Super Mario Brothers. That's Mario Brothers.
Oh.
Super Mario Brothers is actually, yeah, so that's why he called it Super, the original. But yeah, the original, yeah, I've played that. Mario Brothers, that's fun.
There's an arcade Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah, I used to play it. They used to have it at a mall when I was a little kid. When I was like 4 or 5 years old, they had a Super Mario Brothers arcade. And I want to say there's some kind of difference, but really it's not much, and it looks the exact same. So actually, I'm going to look right now.
Is there more detail? Can you count the hairs on his mustache?
No.
I guess people, through looking at the bulge in the crotch of Mario and Luigi, they were able to make an artist rendering of what their cocks look like.
Interesting.
They're pretty fucking exquisite. I would fuck them.
Okay. So the arcade is called Versus Super Mario Brothers. It's a 2-player versus system version of Super Mario Brothers. Differences. This game is harder than the original Super Mario Brothers, with fewer warp zones and power-ups and more enemies. Sounds like fucking Lost Levels. 6 new levels were created for this game, all of which were reused in Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels. Okay. Detailed set of level differences. So what's the versus part come in? Where's that come in?
I don't know. You can both play at the same time. Last level, baby. My asshole is on fire.
I need to get this. I need to check it out and buy it so I can play it.
You gonna get the arcade cabinet?
No, I'm just gonna get it on Switch, man. I'm not gonna buy the fucking arcade cabinet.
It's because you're fucking lame. A fucking real cool person will get the arcade cabinet.
I used to think it was cool. I always thought the idea was really neat. Like if someday I had a lot of money and I had the space and I had a giant room to spare, basement, I'd build an arcade and collect cabinets or pinball machines. But then reality sets in when you're an adult and you're like, what if I really do waste money on all that shit? You have to like maintain it. Like you have to, the repairs are needed. And then it's like, what? I mean, am I going to keep that shit running all the time for full arcade effect? Like you just walk down in the basement and it sounds like a fucking live arcade. Think about the utility bill. I mean, it would be stupid.
Oh, you're such a buzzkill.
And then take into consideration that the older I get, the less about clutter I am. We were already talking about that, how, I'm starting to think about clutter a little differently. All this needless shit that I have. I got a lot of shit that I don't need. We're going back to the video games I never play, right?
Mm-hmm. You need to hurry up and beat fucking Metal Gear Solid so we can talk about the ending.
Yeah, I need to hurry and beat it because it's like the longer I don't beat it, the more, the greater the chance of me just stopping, Yeah. I put so much time into it where I can't do it, but I will play it. I will get through it, I promise. I want to beat it. I've invested too much time.
And I can't wait to hear what you got to say.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot harder in the second chapter. And, my patience isn't the greatest anymore, so.
We're coming to the home stretch, baby. We're almost there. Hopefully the last boss doesn't beat the shit out of me for like 5 hours.
Coming to the home stretch. That reminds me of that Limp Bizkit title, Come On My Shoes.
You're the only one that seems to know that exists.
I think it was a working title. Yeah, it was a working title for a song that was something else, but I don't know why, but when I was at home in Missouri with family, my mom was getting wasted and my brother was drinking. We were just kind of hanging out at her house, and for some reason, we're like, hey, you remember that shitty Live Aid or Heal the World song? Not Heal the World. What's it called? The fucking Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie thing?
That wasn't shitty.
Hold on, what the fuck is that one called? I keep wanting to sing Heal the World, and it's not Heal the World. It's
I think it's the one they made up for that episode of Married with Children. We are the old.
Oh, We Are the World. Oh, with Al Bundy on these and the old. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, so We Are the World. We got to talking about that and watching that, and we were asking why the fuck Dan Aykroyd is in the background and who invited him.
We are the world. We are the children.
Yeah.
Make life worth living. Remember that song, baby? When I fucked you in that pet cemetery?
Anyway, but listening to that, it made us look into the other less successful awareness songs that came out for charity, because that's not the first one they did. And there was a Tears in Heaven one they did for the tsunami relief, and that one wasn't half bad, but it was kind of weird. So, and then we got to another one I had forgot all about. It was 2001 or 2002. I think it was for Africa and like an AIDS Africa, like raising money thing. And it was a cover of Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. And I want to say, since it was Africa and AIDS and that Bono was in it, it was probably ran by Bono, but it was just like the same type of thing. And it had all these celebrities at the time. And it's such a blast from the past, 2001, 2002. Because you have Bono, he's the one that starts singing. And then all of a sudden you have Ja Rule. Murder! Yeah, you had like Eve All these people that don't have careers anymore. And then at the end, who shows up? Fred Durst.
Oh, God.
Fred Durst is in it.
That dated it.
Yeah, so did Ja Rule and all these people. And it's got every member of Backstreet Boys and NSYNC there, too. And it's got Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. And it's just really weird. I think Bono sticks out like a sore thumb, but especially Fred Durst shows up at the end, man. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he's doing the wackest ass rap. But it's funny. We could always find it. We
Fred Durst is the greatest rapper ever. You're such a liar. He's never whack.
Here, I'm gonna find it actually because I think it's hilarious.
You might get a strike if you play it.
Zach.
So you're gonna have to recite it for us.
Oh,
YouTube sucks.
Fine. I'll look up the lyrics then, and then I'll rap it. I'll try. I've only heard it once. I'll see how it goes. What's going on, Fred Durst rap?
Now it's gonna be an interview where he's talking about what's going on in his life.
Yeah, it's horrible. Okay, so no, here it is. Oh, dude. Okay, so the first part's got P. Diddy, Pharrell, Jermaine Dupri. Then it's got Greg Page of the Wiggles. What?
This is already fucking terrible sounding.
It's got Shakira. Then it goes to P. Diddy.
Shakira.
No way. What is this? This is fake. This has to be fake. Oh, what? This is What's Going On. Fred Durst reality check mix. Is this real? Because it says James Hetfield's on here too. Then Natalie Cole. What the fuck? No way.
James Hetfield did something stupid that you're embarrassed about now.
Then Jessica Simpson. What is this? This can't be real. Then the Destiny's Child. Then Ja Rule. Then Nelly Furtado. Dave Grohl.
I'm like a bird that would fly away.
I'm gonna find Wes Scantlin.
Who are these fucking people you speak of?
Oh, that's who was on the other one too. Aaron Lewis of Stain. It was really weird. Lil Kim.
He shares your name. You suck.
Dude, this can't be real.
Why?
I have to fucking listen to it, man. I know this can't not be real. The Wiggles. The fucking Wiggles.
Ready to wiggle.
By the way, James Hetfield has done something embarrassing. They gave a song to Ja Rule. Remember? They gave a B-side from that fucking horrible unused Saint Anger material. It's in some kind of monster documentary, what's known as the Presidio Sessions. They gave an unused song to Ja Rule for that Biker Boys soundtrack. Remember that fucking movie, Lawrence Fishburne?
I remember. I watched that fucking movie.
and
there was a hot chick in that movie.
It wasn't like a collaboration. Like, literally, they just gave him a fucking leftover. Like, here, just take the song. And they just kind of spliced it like a remix.
A song that wasn't good enough to get on their most hated album?
Yeah, exactly. And they gave it to Ja Rule, and then Ja Rule spliced it with his rap. And it's horrible, man. Like, they just kind of like rehashed the chorus from the unused Metallica song. And then you got Ja Rule just going, we did it again. It's fucking horrible. It's embarrassing. And like, and you see Lars Ulrich in the documentary when there's a scene with it. And it might be a deleted scene. I can't remember. Yeah, it's probably a deleted scene. But he's all like, oh yeah, Ja Rule, it's a no-brainer. Like, he's popular. Why not do it? I'm like, dude, this guy's not going to have a career in like 2 years. It's a no-brainer.
Ja Rule.
Dude, I'm not confident that this is real.
Life. You think we're living in a simulation?
Yeah, it's not real. I refuse to accept it, but that's not going to stop me from looking it up on YouTube, though.
Fucking die, bitch. If only I had, like, the whip chick. I'm wasting your time even more.
I know, man. My valuable time.
We were gonna do a movie.
Well, we want to get Josh James on for it, so we're going to hold that off till tomorrow just in case he can do it, because it's going to be reactionary. Zach wants us to react as never seeing it before, Schizophreniac. And I tell you what, he's built this up so much that if it's a disappointment, it's his fault.
Oh, it's probably going to be disappointment regardless. It's shot on video.
Oh, man.
But it's fucking amazing.
Okay, great. Well, I'm excited. So
the main character makes it all worth it.
God, dude.
It's like the Citizen Kane of our generation.
I'm going to watch the MTV behind the scenes of the What's Going On video, and I get to watch all these 2001 has-been stars, dude. It's so weird.
It's fucking crazy.
So who is this bitch, man?
She's somehow...
She got tits. I see her nipples. Does she have nipples?
Maybe. Might just be shadow.
Oh man, look, she got that thigh gap going on. You see it? Or is that shadow too?
That's a gap, baby.
No, I think it's shadow. I was like, man, look at that gap.
She could have her legs crossed and you could still fuck her.
Whoa, that's a major thigh gap. So what kind of ending are we going to get?
We're going to get like a not so great ending because you got to play the game twice to get the full ending.
Even if you cheat and play this mode, that makes it easy.
We could... I did play the game up until the ending of the second playthrough, and we could do that if you want, but that end boss is even harder, and I'll probably die more.
Oh my lord. Okay, are you confident you're going to beat it this time?
I'm never confident I'm going to beat anything.
Oh my lord.
Except for my meat.
I knew you were going to say that.
There was this one time in like 5th grade where we were in the lunchroom and we had like some kind of ham or something, and I was like, I had my fork stabbed through it and I was smacking it on the tray, and I'm like, look, I'm beating my meat, and I made this kid laugh, so I'm like, hey, get the teacher over here and do that. So he does it like a fucking idiot. He just casually like, look, I'm beating my meat. He says it like really nonchalant, like, yeah, I don't mean anything gross when I say that. This isn't a double entendre. But she saw right through. She's like, don't you fucking do that. I know what you're doing. He's like, what? No, I was just joking. And then she walks away, and I'm laughing at him like, you fucking idiot. I didn't think you'd actually do it. Fuck you.
Did he get in trouble? Did he?
He's lucky he didn't say I told him to. I would have smacked the shit out of him. Yeah, he got yelled at.
Oh, just yelled at? It's no big deal. I remember one time, man, I don't know if I've told this story somewhere in the past, but I remember I used to go to the library because I didn't have the internet at home. I used to go to the library and get online during school hours, and I would print off guitar tabs, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was young, when I was like 14, 13. Anyway, so I'd go there, and I loved that, man. I loved going there and just using their paper and their printer and printing off a whole bunch of tabs. And that would usually get me by for the week, because I loved having new things. So that was before I could really play by ear, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I downloaded, I printed off a copy of the Man in the Box, Alice in Chains tabs. And the thing is it printed off behind the main desk of the library. So, and I remember I got up from the computer after I was printing my thing, and I went to go retrieve it near the main entrance, and the librarians or whoever working in the school got to it before I did. And as I was walking up there, they didn't see me, but as I was approaching, I saw them reading the lyrics, and they're like, bury my nose in shit? What is this? And then at that point, I should have just walked away because they didn't see me. But no, I wanted my tabs, so I walked forward.
I wouldn't have been. Give me that hoe.
I did. I walked forward and I said, hi, can I have those? And she's like, what is this? I'm like, it's for a class. I'm like, what class? Music theory. What's your teacher? Mr. Barker. And I did have a music theory class, but that wasn't fucking, we talked about Baroque period and shit. And like, oh, and they confiscated my tabs, and they're like, well, maybe we should go talk to Mr. Barker. He's like, and what was your name?
What does it matter? What do they care?
Yeah, it's so stupid because it had lyrics on printed on there. And I had said hi to a buddy on the way into the library, so he was fresh in mind. And when they asked me my name, I said his name, James Porter. And they wrote my name down, his name. So,
Genius.
I don't know. So they probably went to my teacher, Mr. Barker, and said, we caught this kid, who wasn't me, downloading these lyrics and tabs and has the swear words in it. And he's probably like, dude, you're a fucking cunt. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have that kid in my class either. You know, but it's funny because Riverman knows the guy that I claim to be that name, and he always thinks that story's real funny. He's a mutual friend, but
that story's awesome.
I wanted my tabs, man, and I didn't get my tabs.
They're like, you're too young to read bad words. You've never heard this shit before.
You know what's fucked up is just as I was telling that story, my audio went out again. So I hate that.
So everybody listening to this is going to be like, why did it drop in quality? And the reason why is because I had to use the backup recording from Skype, which doesn't record as good as when you directly record from your mic. So that's why.
You know what's funny though? At the same time, what keeps happening when my recording is, I can tell it's failing, your stream also gets interrupted.
It's totally your fucking laptop, like, loading slow. A RAM issue or something.
So, I gotta get that figured out. But right now, all my shit's freezing up again, and this is no bueno.
You need to build a PC, baby.
Yeah, I guess I do, man. Dude, parts are just so expensive, man. They've gotten, like, graphics cards and things like that have just gone way up in the last couple of years.
I built mine for about $1,000, and that's counting. Actually, that's counting the fucking the Windows 7 or whatever I got, which is like the most expensive part.
Windows 7, motherfucker. We got Windows 10 now.
I like Windows 7. I didn't want 8, so I got 7. And then I got 7 because it said, oh yeah, you get a free upgrade to Windows 10 when it comes out if you get Windows 7, and I never got it because I heard it wasn't as good.
I like Windows 10 fine.
Really?
Yeah, but anyway, are you done with the game? Because I just went ahead and closed your stream. I just closed it. Because fuck it.
I'm not done with it yet.
Dude, my shit was crap. Now my fucking shit came back on, so my recording's fine. I just closed the stream.
I just fucking beat her, this stupid hoe.
You beat the whole thing?
I mean, I didn't. You gotta play through the game a second time to get the full ending.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Alright, so final thoughts. What do you think of this ending, Aaron?
I watched everything but the fucking ending. I can't see the ending. What is the ending? Describe it for me. Come on, what's going on?
She tries to kill us, and the main character jumps up and blocks her shot. Mm-hmm. And he basically gets captured, and your second playthrough is with the 3 other characters, not the main guy. And you get back and you have a new final boss, and you help him out. And that's the whole ending.
Interesting. Sounds lacking. Hey, you know how, like...
But then you can play, again, like, you can play through the game and kill all these people and just upgrade your one guy. Mm-hmm. Which probably would have been faster, because then I wouldn't have to keep killing myself to get all the characters back. I just have one guy.
Mm-hmm. I see. Zach, you know how some people say you take I would take a bullet for that person. Do you have anybody in your life you would take a bullet for?
No.
I'm saying, would you rather take a bullet for somebody you cared about, or would you rather take a hot load? Like, I'm saying, like, let's say someone was gonna, like, jerk off a hot load on somebody and it was totally an inappropriate situation. Would you, like, jump in front of it? No. And, like, with your mouth open?
With my mouth agape, yeah.
Yeah, your mouth open. No, seriously. If that was the case, and to prevent somebody totally innocent from getting, like, a hot load on them, would you jump in front of it with your mouth and take it?
No, I'd watch them get cummed on, and then I'd laugh.
What?
I'm just joking, guys.
No. So it's done. We beat it. It took a little longer than we thought. Took longer than an hour. So
some of that was whenever your recording stopped and we had to pause the game.
A little bit of it, not much of it.
So that'll get cut out. Maybe I'll just cut out all the retries of the last boss too.
Yeah, you could probably edit it a bit, and you could probably, I don't know, you could even cut out some shit from the audio fails if it didn't work. I don't know. It's whatever. Do whatever you want, man.
I'll reanimate the whole thing so it looks like I was playing really good.
Yeah, that works for me. But anyway, guys, if you guys are obviously on YouTube watching the video, like and subscribe to the video, share. Check out the other retro rampages we've done. And be sure to check out the other stuff we do on the channel. Film commentaries are kind of the primary thing. Most recently, sometimes we do TV show commentaries. We got a couple this week, Twilight Zone commentaries that we did. But there's a lot of films on there too. There's interviews. There's the Deep End podcast. That's with me, Aaron Lipscomb. There's all kinds of stuff. So subscribe, peruse around. Also go to Zach's other channel. He's got Mac and Zach Save the World. They have a new episode out, and it's Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys for some reason. But I'm sure it's really funny. Did you guys get drunk on that one?
That's what we should have called the episode. Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys for some reason. Yeah, that's a drunken commentary.
Is it a drunken commentary? Great. Those are always hilarious. So go over there, give them a like and a follow as well. And as usual, don't forget to... I know these aren't on iTunes and whatnot because they're video accompanied, but we're still going to put like iTunes links and stuff in the descriptions of the video. Click on the links and go subscribe to us on iTunes and leave feedback and a rating to help benefit us, gain more exposure. The podcasts that we do, like the commentaries and whatnot, all benefit greatly on those platforms. And for those of you who don't do Apple, we are also on Google Play, or you could download the Stitcher app for either platform and enjoy them that way. That's all we got. Do you got anything else, Zach?
I love big fat black cocks.
That works for me. Bye-bye, puppets.